What's up, guys? This is Saiyan here, coming at you with another Mailday review. I managed to get my hands on some more Dragon Ball CCG cards, the one that I truly love, and this channel is built on. So please let me share what we have in this little envelope type of thing. I have opened it just to check if everything's arrived, but and also I took it out of the envelope. You guys should not know my address, but let's have a look at what we have in here. All right, so again, I have gone back and drawn on my old connections to try and just to get a little bit more stuff for my potential deck building efforts. And this is what I've managed to get my hands on. Now, those of you who obviously are playing Dragon Ball CCG and are following my content, you guys probably know that it's becoming increasingly more difficult to get our hands on these cards. So this is maybe, I don't know, this could be the last one for me in terms of Mailday updates. But you never know. You never know what you come across. You never know what you find. Let's see what we have here. Not only just going to show you the cards, guys, I'm also going to do a little bit of a review of why the card can be good, why the card may be not so good. Goten Super Saiyan, this is from set 4, not an easy one to find. I believe this is set 4. Is it set 3? It might be set 3, actually. Not an easy one to find. I certainly don't have many. I think this might be my second or third copy. While this warrior card is in your hand, if you have Trunks in your chi area, this warrior gets -1 turn cost. So you can get him down in turn 3. Obviously, you can play about with the set 3 Trunks Goten, which both bring Super Saiyans back into your hand. So you can do a little switcheroo, get a Trunks played. Let's say you charge this in your chi. You move the Trunks into your chi. Next turn, and that will get your Goten out, which is pretty cool. That's obviously the idea behind it. I think the card generally looks really nice as well, but the injury stats are crap. Then I got one Trunks as well to go with the Goten. I have quite a few of these guys, but I thought if I'm taking Goten, I'm gonna take Trunks as well. Pretty much does the same as Goten, but Goten's more of a support warrior and Trunks is more of an attacking warrior. So that's pretty much the difference between these two fellow Super Saiyans. And then the biggie, 2 GT Super Saiyan Goku. And I am not gonna lie, guys, this is probably one of the best Gokus out there. For sure, it's in the top 3. Why, you may be asking? Well, okay, turn 6 for 1 super energy. Certainly an attacker, not much on the support value, but even if damaged, you get a 5-0, which is not bad. He has super heal though, so every time you heal him, he gets that +1/+1 counter, that growth coin, and also action valid, discard a Goku warrior card from your hand and heal this warrior. So he's got the built-in effect, doesn't he? You obviously will run probably the turn 0 Gokus. You may opt to run turn 5 Gokus as well. You would definitely try and run 3 of these guys, as you could see in my Gohan Heal 1.0 deck. I believe I ran these GT Super Saiyan Gokus, and whenever you don't need to use a specific card to heal your warrior, like this guy particularly, with the super heal effect, that is just a win-win, because he will carry on growing, and you can carry on healing him. You can basically not get rid of this guy. He will stay down. As long as you got cards in your hand, you can heal him and he will become stronger. Super, super great card. Okay, we have a promo Gohan here. Why? Why not? It's a good Gohan. It allows you to evolve into Great Saiyaman. Really good support if he's in a healthy status. Really good attacker, as every Gohan if he's injured. Also, we have an ascending to a new level. This is a foil, because I wanted a foil. Premonition of Desperation, it's a foil because I wanted the foil. Sparring Match, foil. Android 19, foil. Android 18, foil. Coming back to these two guys, Android 19, Android 18. Android 18's really, really cool. Look at those stats, 5250. You can't get rid of this girl. And with a Dragon Ball, if her and her team wins a victory, an outstanding victory, your opponent discards a card from their hand at random. They don't choose, it's random. That's a cool little ability. Android 19, okay card. I would rather choose to run the Android 20 counterpart instead of this guy, but that's not to say that obviously he's horrible. He's not horrible. He's a turn 4 Red Ribbon Army Android. You can certainly utilize him a lot of builds. He can be a budget option to replace a few different things, so probably a little bit too underestimated. Sparring Match, just going back to this one, it's always good to be able to search for an event card and put it in your hand. Foil Kibito Kai, this is for the Super Saiyan 3 deck that I run. You guys probably have seen the deck profile. If not, then you should definitely check it out. It has seen a little bit of an alteration, so I might cover it again with the new shiny cards in there. Kibito Kai, probably the best support warrior that you can get in the game, so there you go. And in foil. Grand Kai, in foil, 0 drop, amazingly good in event-based decks like the Giant Apes deck, and this guy will go straight into the Giant Ape deck as well. With every event you have in play, he gets +1/+1. Enough said. Hyper Tornado, foil. I wanted a foil. It's actually another underrated card. This guy with Pick-on can just devastate fusion-based decks, because obviously fusion cards can't go back in the hand. This guy with a couple of Pick-ons, maybe running Majin Buu fusion, that's it. Your opponent's Gojitas and Vegetos, they don't stand a chance. Macarildo, foil. It's another great card. Probably a little bit underrated even. It's really good if you evolve it off Rildo, then it can come down with a growth coin, but again, it looks super great in foil. 8-hand Technique, just because it's a foil, I didn't have a foil. Cheer from the Goddesses, I actually didn't have 3 of these, so now I have 3. Raccoon Bomber, another foil. All these were foil up until now. This will go into the Ginyu Force deck, which has recently had a devastating defeat against KX Jordil, but his decks are really good, guys. I wish he would start to do some deck profiles. Dur, or Dure, foil, Cooler Force, Cooler Family. It's a good attacking warrior, definitely. 5-5-0-4-0 if injured, and the toughness can be pretty good as well. I wish it wouldn't cost an energy though. Chi. Pan, another foil, really good card, backup, really good support warrior, comes down with a Dragon Ball coin, and your opponent can't plunder, so that's pretty cool as well. Mercenary Tau, another foil. I have done that little Fierce deck, which I believe it ran Mercenary Tau for the Fierce ability. If it didn't, it will now. This little foil one. It's a really cool card again. It's a really cool card. A foil Senzu Beans because, well, it is Senzu Beans. Ultimately, you still don't have a lot of cards that you can use to heal with. Senzu Beans will do that for you. Although Regeneration of the Lost Limbs is better. Just straight up better because it comes down in turn 3 and it costs the same. And if you have Namekians, then you get extra 2 cards of that. Foil Beto because Foil Beto, I have too many of these, but then again, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing, and I love my Bojack Brigade deck. It's cool. It's really good. It is just so versatile. It does everything. I love it so much. Foil Dr. Brief. This is for the tool deck. I want to be able to play with the top card of my deck visible. If it's a tool card, I can play. I got like 9 tool cards in the deck, 8-9 tool cards. This is really cool. Combos really well with Fortune Teller Baba. Got 2 foil Master Roshis here. Look at that. This guy I might surprise you guys. He now is in my Super Saiyan 3 Goku deck. Might be a surprise, but this guy, once I started to play it, he is so versatile. He's amazingly versatile because he has backup, and that's always a good thing to have. He's got Hermit family, so he can actually use Kamehameha, although only on 0 drops for 1 damage, but if that is what it takes to get rid of a Zunama, for example, and your opponent then loses a Dragon Ball, I think it might just be worth it. And for 1 chi, you can give this guy +1, -1, so he's a very good support for a turn 0, and he can be a beat stick for 1 chi as well as a 3/1. So excellent card. 2 foils, I couldn't be more delighted. We have a Cell Junior here, another foil, another great card. You can have up to 3 of these guys in play. It has Fierce 1. It's a good attacker. It's good support warrior as well. It's an android. It's an all-over good card. Again, probably underappreciated. I did get 2 super rares as well. I have another Frieza's Last Wish. I have, I don't know how many of these, but another one can never hurt. I'm trying to have a separate wish deck for all my decks, but it's difficult to get to that point. But anyway, this is a good one, 2 growth coins. It never should be underestimated how good growth coins can be in the game. A lot of the times that +1 or +2 can really make the difference between 2 teams. I got the foil Captain Ginyu here. This foil Captain Ginyu is not the greatest card, but I think he should have 0-2 as an injured warrior, and then he would be very much playable. 2 Mecha Friezas, because, well, why not? Again, it's pretty much on the same lines as having the promo Gohans. It's a cool card. I actually run it in my Ginyu Force deck as the top guy. Only 1 copy though, and it's a little bit difficult to get it out, but you don't need to go through the whole evolution chain. Obviously what the OG Frieza is looking to do. You can just drop this guy in turn 6 for 2 energy, and with a Dragon Ball you can give 1 damage to a warrior with a turn cost of 4 or less, and that's actually pretty good. You know, 4 or less, it covers a hell of a lot of guys. It doesn't go into the turn 5 guys, but turn 4 is like Beto, Kibito Kai, Cooler, Third Form, Captain Salsa. There's just a lot of good turn 4 cards that you can up to turn 4. So, you know, it gets rid of the Dr. Wheelo, it gets rid of the Bujin, the Zangia, the Kogu, it gets rid of the turn 0 Goku, it gets rid of Zunama, Old Kai. It is just really, really, really good. Really good card. Again, probably underappreciated. Right now, I got a couple of cards here which aren't foil, but you can never have enough of these guys. I got a Bujin here, Special Beam Cannon. If you haven't checked out my Gohan Heal 2.0, then do please check it out. This is a really, really good card. I got another Arale, just another excellent 0 drop. Master Roshi, why not? Another Kibito Kai, because, well, he's always useful. Kogu, again, and always useful. Boo, really good support. He's another 4 cost. Look at that guy. Backup 3/4/2/2. You can sacrifice it to move it to your discard. In that case, warriors you control cannot receive damage this turn. Look at that guy, and it's action, and it's valid. It's really, really good. You do this at the end of the chain, and your opponent can't use the Big Bang attacks, your opponent can't use the Kamehamehas. The only thing, I have to have a look actually whether this stops Super Dragon Fist or not. I don't think it does. Super Dragon Fist, where are you? Okay, Super Dragon Fist says this effect cannot be negated. Move the user into any of your teams in a position. Give 2 damage to an opposing warrior. A warrior that is discarded due to this damage is removed from the game instead. Damage given by this effect cannot be reduced. So there you go. It doesn't stop Super Dragon Fist. Nothing stops Super Dragon Fist, but it stops pretty much everything else. It stops your Super Kamehamehas, stops your your everything wipeout attacks. Definitely stops Mako Freeze's ability for that turn, and that can be very useful. Okay, we got a King Cold here. Again, brilliant 0-drop, very useful. Got a Hercule here because he's really good to fuse into Goku with a turn 0 Goku. Got the set 5T, and here he's very good. Turn 3, set 3T, and again, another really good card. I run him in the Super Saiyan 3 Goku deck. Just excellent. You know, when he comes into play, basically he brings a card back from your discard to your chi. It gives you more resources. After that, he's a 4-2-3-0. He can be cannon fodder, but he's really good for setting up. My only pain is that he's Master Xian. I wish he was Master Roshi or Hermit style even. I really wish he was Hermit style. Why is he super if he's not Hermit style? Is this the time when he just went up and said to Roshi that he would like him to train him? Probably, to be fair. Wheelo, well, if I have to explain Wheelo, you haven't been playing this game long enough. Splashable to any deck. Plunder, really good attacking stats. Allows you to ramp. You discard a card, but you draw a card and you put one in your chi. So again, it's just really good. Better than Tian, Tenshinhan. And also, if you use the tool technique, you get to draw a card. Zunama, again, brilliant 3-0-3-0 for a 0-drop, but you do lose a Dragon Ball if he's KO'd, but that's a small price to pay. 4 Witches technique, one of the best pump techniques. Certainly, Villain knows how to dish out minuses to your opponent, but 4 Witches technique, man, it shines, particularly in my Android deck. You get a lot of guys that obviously get the pump of Supreme Commander Red, so instead of like 0-2s or 1-2s, they become 2-3s. With 4 Witches technique, they become 2-6s because you double their support value. Excellent stuff. Pain and Power, one of my favorite cards. I obviously collected. This will go into the collection. Powerful Heritage, the best pump technique for sure. This one and Evil Cannon. With a Saiyan, this gives +5 to a Saiyan, so it's just absolutely crazy. Another 0-drop Master Roshi, because you never know. Expanding Vibration, I love this card. I have about 12 of these at least right now, but it is the best counter. Again, I did the counter analysis. Do go and check it out. The best counter in the game, basically, period. Captain Ginyu, why not? 3 third form coolers, because he is he's a little bit situational. If I want to say that he's as good as Kibito Kai, he's probably not as good as Kibito Kai, just purely for the fact that Kibito Kai can give obviously growth coins to your guys if you discard another one from your hand. But Cooler has Fierce, and Cooler can evolve to the 4th form, the Beast, you know, the super rare form fusion, and that is good. We got an Android 13. I love this card. Again, really good, particularly if you're running the Android 13 United, to be able to evolution into that guy for free. Brilliant, brilliant. We got an Evil Majin Buu here as well. I've been tinkering with an idea, but again, I thought I'm going to grab it because it's a good card to have. 2 Power Poles, because another good tool card, although you can only use it on the defense. You can use it to draw cards with the Dr. Wheelo. You basically draw 2 cards, one of this, one of Wheelo. It does give your warrior +2/+0, so that's good. And you can also use it with this Trunks, the GT Trunks. If you use the 2 technique, you draw a card at the end of the turn. If he has a Dragon Ball, not as good as Wheelo, but he is human, he is Saiyan. He is a good attacking and supporting warrior as long as he's not injured. And last but not least, we also have a Cell because well, I don't know, somehow it got in there. It's not a bad warrior. Again, it is a very consistent. You damage it, it's still a 3/3. It is an android, so you can use a lot of techniques that are obviously android specific. Just the fact that it's a villain card is good as well. So this is it pretty much, guys. I was trying to keep it as short and sweet as possible, which is difficult when we're analyzing cards, but again, there are a lot of videos you can use as reference. Go back and check out what I said about them previously, how they fit into certain decks. So just please use the resources. But up until next time, Buzz Saiyan signing out. Peace out, YouTube.